And welcome everybody out there in YouTube and D&D land. If you enjoy this content, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps our channel grow and it helps us to continue to make content like this for all of you, especially if you like the shorts. Don't forget, these shorts are just me spending a little free time to let people know what's happening inside of some of the games, you know, the pivotal moments inside of them. But if you want to support us a little further, consider becoming a member here on our channel where you'll get private messages to me, Ogun. I sent out a private message to only our subs here. Not subs, our NPC lovers, I guess. Yeah, that's what they're called. But yeah. In addition to that, if you want to support us by some other means but get something a little spicy out of it, you can join our Discord server by joining our Patreon. And I think that'll be all my promotions for now. Moose. Oh no, there's no recap. It's the second part. Where last we left off, the party had started their celebrations here in Morian to the most holy of days to our Lord and Savior, Lucian, the Intelligible. And they noticed a odd appearance of a tree in the middle of the street that seemed to gather a very large crowd around it. Casimir, being as curious as he is, decided to climb the tree in order to go get something that resembled an egg. Upon latching onto the side of the egg, however, you also all notice that it unfurled wings and contorted outwards into a young flame dragon, something Moose and Sebastian are acutely aware of from them interacting with it previously in their adventure. Now, you all managed to fight against this, but inside of this mysterious tree appeared to be some type of face of a draconic entity that stretched and pushed forward through it, and the tree was sentient, slamming down, though incredibly slow, incredibly powerful with all of its strikes. And the party narrowly walked away with a few of you damn near on death's door before you inevitably took out the tree and the dragon, and you are all starting looking around the city. This entire long section, the stretch of the town, is enveloped with flames and smoke right now. The rooftops are littered with bits of the leaves that exploded and ignited them from the tree when you slayed it. You look over at the corpse of this dragon, which also shattered, but a small ember lies in the middle of the streets. And you hear the running of guards all around the city, as well as 3 more loud cries, similar to that of your draconic foe. It echoes throughout the city from different areas. But as all of you stand there, there's only a handful of the guards that stay behind, starting to take care of the flames across the rooftops and buildings and ushering all of the other combat guards out to the locations of these other dragons that have appeared, infiltrated, and attacked Morian. This is where we begin.
I'm going to I'm gonna run on over to the rest of the party.
Yeah.
All toasty.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna look at both Casimir and Trivial like, oh god. You look just as bad as I am.
Casimir looks up from that, nomming on Trivial's wrist. Everything is bruised and burnt. Ow.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be able to take on another fight like that right now.
Yeah, it's pretty intense.
That's a city's problem. That's not ours.
And I'm gonna look at Sebastian.
You know,
I
we
think
kind of
this
need
is
to deal with this.
I think this might...
We just need to heal first. I don't know, maybe there's a cleric willing to step in?
I look at Sebastian.
I will place a hand on both of their shoulders and I will twin spell a 2nd level cure wounds.
Nice. And Lucian say, get better. He wasn't a poet, okay? Like.
And Lucian said, "Let them eat healing potion."
That is pretty good.
Hey, that's not bad. You each heal that amount. Nice. And you watch as a few of the guards are running through here and look over at you, and one of them runs up to you. You see that he's wearing the Morian noble crest of one of the families here inside of the upper sector, and he has 3 stripes across his left shoulder, which, Sebastian, you understand, dignifies him as a lieutenant within the Morian Navy itself. And he runs up to you all with his weapon drawn and goes, "What the fuck happened to you?"
Well, and I'm going to take a step and fall down.
Here there be
Flat on the-
dragons.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, have you ever seen, like, with my head like sticking out from the side while on the ground? Have you ever seen a flame dragon?
What? And he looks down at the ember lying on the ground.
Elemental dragon.
Dragons are supposed to be extinct, other than Vascarvin. Fuck.
They're not. Well, they're dragon shaped. I think they're more elementals than anything.
There was a tree.
Sorry, this doesn't
there was an
matter at the
egg.
moment, does it?
No, not at all. And he looks over at you, Sebastian. Hey, are you able-bodied?
Oh yeah.
Evacuate the townsfolk to the Morian estate. Everyone else, if you're able-bodied, evacuate. If you're not, leave now, go.
Oh,
Will
good.
do.
We need to talk to Riku.
He looks back at you and goes, "Not now," and takes off running. Sebastian, in this town, people don't like people to disrespect Riku. It's more of like a, you give her her title, Empress.
I thought
But,
she was Lady
you know.
Riku.
Well, Lady is what people everywhere else refer to her. In Morian, she is the Empress. But yeah, you two know her on a personal level. I mean, you can do whatever you want, but yeah. Anyways, are you all running to the estate, or are you trying to help some of the citizens get over to the estate?
I will
I'll help the
attempt
people.
to help. Yeah.
Okay, give me a survival check and a persuasion check. 2 of you can participate with each of the checks.
Well, that's happening.
Guidance.
I'll
You
take
said, like,
survival.
Survival and perception. Oh,
One does
persuasion.
survival, one does persuasion. Everybody
I'll
can
do
only do one
persuasion.
thing. Okay. Casimir does survival.
Well, that's
anybody-
happening.
Yeah, Moose?
Well, you spot no one, but the ones you find really want to go with you.
Even the ones we don't find want to go with us.
Okay, but whoever I spot with a passive,
Mhm.
as I'm, riding past, I'm just going to look over and healing words them.
Okay. How
And
many
I'm
times?
just throwing glass bottles at everyone.
Psh, psh, splash potion. Splash potion. Splash potion.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm using it 3 times.
Alrighty, cool. So, Casimir, you start running around this section, and you're not really finding that many people. I mean, you slam open a couple of home doors, and hey, you have permission to invade people's homes right now. Yay! If Trivial wasn't such a good person, that'd be bad right now. But anyways, yeah,
I'm not that kind of rogue.
yup, yeah. But if you were.
Just wait until I bring out the psychic rogue.
But anyways, you're not really finding a whole lot of people, but Sebastian, you're standing there in the middle of the streets, running up or riding hay up and down them, shouting out to everybody, hey, people, get the fuck over there. You need to get to the Morian estate now.
Hell yeah.
And
Oh,
you
yeah.
start ushering large groups. And as you are doing so, all of you notice in the sky that there's different dragons flying around. One of them looks almost like a manatee-shaped bluish dragon moving through the air that breathes down this wave of water that crashes into individuals. And the other one seems to be moving and crashing at incredible speeds. And as it moves through an area, there's a rift of air that shoves and moves things out of the way. And it is havoc here in Morian. You see individuals in the streets lying, littering them at this point. And for each individual that is lying there, there's another one who's limping, who's grasping their arm and running towards the upper city with you all. Now, as this is taking place, half an hour into this entire ordeal, I need a con save from the 4 of you.
As we're doing all this, like if I see a person limping, I will literally grab their arm and put it over my shoulder to help them. And you said a con save?
Yes.
Yes, the horizontal conga line.
All right, peasant railgun sideways. Let's go.
That's
And
not
you're
good.
within 10 feet of me when we do this, or we split
At
up?
most intervals, you would all be within proximity of one another. I mean, unless you want to split up.
I just mean +4.
There's one part of the city you all know is safe right now, and that's where you killed the dragon. So,
But it's on
so
fire.
Yeah, but it's safe. Trivial, you are the only person, because of the smoked, riddled state of this section of Morian, that you are breathing in consistently and huffing out, and you're better at infiltration, you're better at information gathering. State of emergency is not really something that you personally have been trained very, very well in. So with the fatigue of all of this rolling over your shoulders, you will suffer a level of exhaustion. Everybody else, however, at the end of that stretch of time, you manage to get most of that section of the city back over towards the Morian estate, where you see they have a line of very highly trained individuals, many of which are bridge burners that are standing there at ready, watching for any of these dragons moving across the sky and being sure none of them start moving over here. As you bring in just about the last of the group, you see there's a handful of other individuals that are doing like you, escorting people out of the area, and you start noticing the state of different bodies as they are being brought into this area. You see people that look bulbous and their bodies swollen upwards as if they've taken on way too much water and they're bloated in that state. And you see other ones that have large streaks of scars ripping directly across their body with these incredible straight-edged gashes as people are just being escorted and moved inside. And of course, you bring up the last of this group into here. And you still see that the battle wages on inside of the city, but there's more and more individuals moving into those sections of the cities. Not just guards, seasoned adventurers, retired soldiers from the Great War, people who are capable in this state. But it all continues for a period of time, and you start noticing that there's a handful of diplomats now coming out. Everybody, please, we need to get a head count for all of our citizens. Everybody, please stay calm. You are safe as long as you are inside of these walls. We have all of these tents at the disposal. We will be sectioning each tent to 25 people apiece. Everybody, please line up and register yourself to one of these tents. If you are an able-bodied adventurer, guild or guildless, please come forward now.
Well, they're all spouting off about where the refugees are supposed to be heading.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna start trying to get in to the mansion.
Roll me a stealth check. There's havoc right now. This is probably the best opportunity to attempt this. Moose's hidden backstory comes out to play.
15.
Trivial and Casimir both notice Moose sneaking away over towards the estate.
I don't think it's sneaking and more just lucky hiding in plain sight.
Yeah, nobody looks down. So as you are moving through this area, one of the guards notices you moving closer towards the estate and goes over to you and goes, "Is everything all right, sir?"
No, just me, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
15's not fantastic. It's good, but like there are people who would notice.
Oh, yes. Hi. I have information about what's attacking us at the moment.
You have information on this?
Yes, I
What
would like to
proof?
talk to the lady.
The lady is unavailable right now. If you would like to speak with all of our leaders over at the general's tent, you may follow me immediately.
All right, thank you.
Yep. And he'll like hesitate as if he's not sure if he's supposed to take your hand to escort you, because it's hard to tell if you're a child or not. But Casimir and Trivial. Exactly. Like Casimir and Trivial, you notice Moose is being escorted over towards one of the tents that seems to have less protection surrounding it.
I will head that way as well, if nothing else, to lend assistance with protection, but also to see what Moose is up to.
As I'm walking with this guard, I'm going to say, "Do you know Sebastian? He's friend with the lady's nephew."
I'm
Paladin
not
of
one of the
Lucian?
I'm not one of the personal guards for the estate.
Oh, I apologize.
It's fine.
And I
As you're
guess I
just describing your friend who's standing there, like,
I'm gonna shout over, "Hey, Lucian!" Not Lucian, sorry, Sebastian. Force of habit. Although I'm not used to shouting Lucian without going grovel.
Sebastian,
What's
you see
going on,
Moose being
Moose?
escorted.
Come on over. We have stuff to talk about.
All right.
Casimir, are you joining as well, or are you still watching the carnage?
I'll watch for a minute and then I'll follow.
Alrighty. So, as you're being brought over towards the tent, Moose, the two guards look over at you and then, further past you at Trivial and Sebastian, who are approaching, and one of them steps forward. And exactly who are you two?
Oh, I'm Moose. That's Sebastian.
You're not the concern. You can go in. You're with a guard. Who are you two?
We're
Oh, I
with the
apologize.
mouse.
Bastion,
I
I'm
have
here all the time. I've been here for a week, like drinking with Nobu.
The guards like squint their eyes at you, and one of the guys inside is like, "Yeah, he's legit. Come on." You notice one of the guards who sneaks alcohol into Nobu's room during study hours.
But
yes, anyways.
Chad.
Give that guy a thumbs up.
The four of you are escorted inside of this large tent, and you see that there's a incredibly well-detailed map of the Morian city itself on display on a table with about 5 individuals over top of it just looking very questioningly down at it. Excuse me, General Kato. You watch as a Triton looks over at you all, and you can see his one eye is completely fogged over with a gash that goes over the top of it. Trivial history check.
History. Yeah, this is not something I'm good at.
You sure?
Except for right now.
21.
It's the
General
exhaustion.
Scars.
General Kato is a retired member of the Bridge Burners, one of the originals during the war itself. He retired there in order to take up the position as dockmaster here inside of Morian for the military's sections of the docks. He is the one who maintains the harbor itself, where all of the fleets for the Navy come in and leave through. he's a very noteworthy individual within the bridge burners themselves because of that.
I will offer whatever bridge burner type salute there might be.
Oh, bridge burners are super formal. Sup? I'm legit. That's how bridge burners greet each other. Like, just sup.
Okay, well,
My God,
sup
this
back
is where
up
the
to
potion boy went.
He'll look over at you. Sup? So, what's going on? He has information about what is happening in the city right now. Well, spit it out.
hi.
What's going on?
Sorry, I am Moose. I have, we came here from over by the Sir area, Corsair versus Melcia, and we encountered some of these creatures before. Over there.
As far as Terra?
Yes, exactly. Which is interesting. Although I never expected them to be
What are
laying
these
eggs in the
creatures?
trees. Oh,
Wait.
they are elemental shaped. Oh, sorry, dragon shaped elementals. To be fair,
Can you say
we-
that again, please?
Dragon shaped elemental creatures.
He just throws half the contents on his one table down onto the ground. What the fuck? Okay. Okay. All right. Elementals. And you have experience fighting them?
Yes, in fact, Sebastian as well. I point to him. For what we can tell, they go down just about as hard as most elementals do. There was an ice augment in Sebastian's hammer that seemed to stick, so to speak, to a fire elemental. So with that, we could, defer the resistance weakness thing.
Mind
besides
mage.
that,
He cut you off. Mind mage. Yes, sir. Alert the forces on the front line immediately. Whatever they are fighting against, use something that is the polar opposite against them. See if it has any form of weakness. Continue. And you see the
Yes.
individual starts weaving a sending spell.
oh, and besides that, we had a conversation with an adult. An adult
He just
elemental,
leans
I
against the
apologize.
table. Can you repeat yourself again? Those things aren't
Oh.
fully grown.
Oh, yes. There was an adult that ate a tree. Odd enough, ate a tree.
Fucking hell.
I'm sorry if the seriousness doesn't come across with my voice. I'm surprised I haven't fainted yet.
Somebody
they,
get
like-
him some water.
They don't like get along with each other. I don't know why they're all attacking at once. Like the big one, it basically said if we run across any other ones, we should kill them.
Did you get a name for it? The big one.
I don't know.
Fuck. Alright. So there's more powerful ones out there in this land right now, presuming that they're telling the truth. General, please. Let's not be too hasty to presume these admittedly nobodies are more knowledgeable about the situation than anybody else. You know, these stressful situations usually prompt people to bring forth a, well, amount of attention for themselves.
I'm
Calling me a liar?
I'm
I'm
going
sorry. I just don't happen to know who you are.
I'm Sebastian. Who are you?
Marsan Kalev. I am the third ranks of the intel force here in Morian and the current general of the Southern Morian Fleet.
It's a very high position of you, for you. Yep. I apologize if we also do seem a bit agitated, as we did just fight one of the younger ones off. Besides that, I think you have already had reports about the trees, right? Or is that still coming in?
Yeah, we've heard rumors about trees showing up in the middle of the town. We thought it was some type of weird druid shit going on or something, and apparently what you're saying, the dragons are coming from the trees. Again, allegedly so. We can't just work off of what they're saying as 100% truth.
Well, I understand your concern when it comes to our reports. However, at the moment, if you don't believe me, I can't really do much to prove myself besides waiting for results. Two things to note: the trees are sentient and will attack you. And at least the fire one exploded after death.
God fucking damn it. Again, so we can't really be relying too heavily on this bout of information. We have to be thinking more tactically about all the things that we know are true right now. I suggest that we bring forth a large group, a fleet of our own, in order to attack them from afar, maybe on the ocean's edge. You want us to shoot ballista into Morian? Well, sir, if we evacuated everybody, the casualties number should be at a minimum right now. Sebastian, wisdom save. You do not gain the benefits of your faith.
What?
Basically, you don't get the
Benefits
bonus
save,
to saves.
Mm-hmm.
No, yeah, I know that.
Wow. That's on par.
You hear a whisper in your ear. Knock his fucking lights out. And you immediately do so.
Ooh, that's unfortunate.
Crack right across the jaw, and you're not even, like... You're not sure if you intentionally did it, but you
Before I
did
do
it.
that, I would say, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. And then I'll just hit him.
Oh no. And I'm going to step away as that happened.
Yeah. A few of the guards begin moving inside and, like, bringing up their halberds in order to protect this general, and the general, Kato, will slam his fist onto the table. Everyone calm the fuck down. You're not our ranks. Treat our military respect. You're a fucking idiot. We're not doing that. You deserved it. Intel, any information? It would appear that certain types of gravity magic is actually very effective against the white one moving through the air. Shit. Okay. All right. So, what you're saying has some validity to it. All right, we can work with the presumption that you're all telling the truth now. Are you happy, General? And he's just looking. Oh. Sebastian, General shouldn't go down that easy.
I'm going to say, sir, so long as you don't agitate the wound, your job will heal perfectly fine.
Oh.
Yeah, that's not going to help. And I'm going to look back at Kato. I presume you've already tried contact, or at least seemingly tried to contact the Empress of this city?
She's being kept inside with her own protective detail in order to keep her safe. We were afraid that this was some type of political attack against her from Vascarvin or some other person inside of our realm. So she is going to be staying there where she is safest. It is our responsibility to keep her safe in this instant and the rest of the Morian household.
As far as I know, she is a very prominent mage, correct?
Yes.
I assume you can send her some intel while she's there.
Roll me a persuasion, Moose.
Persuasion. Can I use my game advantage?
Yes, you can.
If that's a fail,
You can flash your genius if you would like.
I would like to
Because
flash my
there's
genius.
tiers of success, you know?
Mhm.
So that brings it up to 21. The Southern Fleet
yeah.
General stands up swiftly. You, sir, we are not going to be taking orders from these people who are here. None of them belong to our city right now. And he just looks over at him. And then looks at you, Sebastian. Yeah, if you want to hit him again, feel free. This guy needs to shut his fucking mouth. We'll have to throw you in jail for a few days, though.
Please don't do that.
That's
We're
cool.
leaving in a few.
Yeah. We'll definitely give her an update on what's transpiring, but she's not joining the fight. She's not allowed. Not able. All right. So, with the information we have, Lieutenant. Yes, sir. Good job spotting them and assisting them with getting over to us. I need you to ensure that all of them get the accommodations they need necessary in order to work and operate amongst themselves. Are you all willing to take up work for us? Looks at you, Trivial. We'll pay twice the rate.
Yeah, I'm in.
Can we take an advance of healing potions?
Amen.
If there's something we have to spare, we'll work out whatever we have through the general or through the lieutenant. You answer to him and you answer to me. Nobody else. Understood? You're commissioned under my authority.
Oh,
Understood.
that's nice.
I can respect that.
Can you
What was
direct me
the
to the nearest
lieutenant's name?
infirmary?
Alright, sorry. What'd you say, Sebastian?
What was the lieutenant's name?
He didn't announce his name yet.
Doesn't matter? Okay. That's
Well, no, he has a name. It's just he's the one who brought Moose in. The one who questioned if he had to hold his hand or not.
Right. So I'm just going to say, can you direct me to the nearest infirmary? I am a adequate healer.
Yes, immediately. Take them over to the infirmary on the way. Get them set up, whatever they need. And we're paying twice the typical rate for bridge burners right now for any abled group that is willing to take up some working commissions for us right now. Thank you. You're all doing a fantastic service for Morian. And Lieutenant will go, all right, everybody, please, follow me. And he ends up escorting you all outside of this tent where he begins, like, you know, a brisk jog. By the way, the name's Dan's. Pleasure to meet you all.
You too, Dance.
All right, Lieutenant Dan's.
With two N's.
Copyright. Anyways, the infirmary tent is right over there. This is everybody who is capable of being saved right now. Go ahead. Feel free to do anything you would like. Our tent is directly up ahead. I'll tell you where the location is as soon as I get them there, all right?
Oh, yeah, sure. And I guess I'll just spend the rest of the time before somebody interrupts me just sparing the dying, applying bandages, and using a cure wounds on anyone critical.
All right. So, the three of you are brought over towards a militant tent, one that is fairly long in origin and is set out with about 15 to 20 different cots. As you see that there's currently a few low-end soldiers setting them up currently in here. And as Lieutenant Dan's runs up and goes, these individuals and a, what is he called?
Moose?
Moose. Yeah, but what is he, like, what, Mouse,
Oh, he's a mouse guy.
Mouse guy. These individuals and a mouse guy, they are given all accommodations by orders of General Kato. They are allowed to stay here. They get their own locker, their own box. Accommodate them. Yes, sir. And continue setting up all of the cots and beds for you all as you walk down here and see this tent that is specifically designated for you. And Lieutenant Dan's immediately, gather up a list of requirements that you may have. I'll try my best to find anything out here. While I'm doing that, I'm going to go find anybody else that we can get to help us right now, okay? Thank you all so much. You're incredibly helpful right now. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And he takes off running, leaving the three of you alone inside of this tent.
Man, this is fucked up. What's with these dragons?
You hear the echoing voice of Moose.
Wyatt said hi, by the way.
Elementals.
Sorry. Wyatt said hi, by the way.
Ah, yes. Wyatt's still in the shop. Or Liara's still in the shop experimenting.
Oblivious to anything.
Landed in the
No,
one
she
place.
evacuated. She evacuated.
Just landed in the one place with a wind elemental. It just thought it was a stronger breeze than normal.
Anyways, the three of you are by yourselves. What would you like to do?
So what do you guys think we need? I mean, other than potions, like, do we need... I don't know.
Nap.
Well, yeah, clearly. I mean, I'm in no shape to go hunting anything right now. But...
I'm not sure any of us are.
You know what I need on the back of holding? I just need a collapsible disaster relief tent. I could set up my own like field hospital.
That'd be a really good idea, actually.
That's the next money dump.
So back to the party. Who's there?
Oh, we really need more players.
I
Otherwise,
mean, or
nobody
just
talks.
communicate, come up with an idea. Yeah, like, you know.
All right. So
Do you all
no.
just want to sit there and rest? That's it? Just sit there and rest?
Well, I asked if they thought of anything else we needed other than potions. I'll clue them in as to, you know, exactly what happened, you know, over near, I think it was near Melseer, or was it north of Melseer, near Mida, somewhere.
It was
Area.
outside of Mida, heading towards Melseer. You didn't get to the first of the Seers yet. So go ahead and tell them they weren't here for it.
Yeah, so we were going, you know, south of Mida to investigate something that was going on, and we got ambushed by one of these young flame dragons. And we ended up, you know, defeating it, and it took a lot out of us, as you can tell. And so we rested, and while we were resting, it's like, that's what Moose was talking about. Its parent showed up pretty angry, and we sort of convinced it that killing its kid was a good idea because it was weak. And the dragon kind of accepted that and said if we run into any other elemental dragons, we should kill them. So I don't know why they're working together here. There must be something behind this.
Are they directly working together, or is it just wanting chaos?
But they're not attacking each other.
Look out the window. Are they attacking each other?
Well, one of them who is there can look out the window and do that if they would like.
Yes, I'm aware. I was making a joke.
Casimir will look out the window.
Alrighty, roll me a perception check, please. Or sorry, insight check.
Okay.
It's kind of easy to notice there's dragons. 12's good. But insight. Unfortunately, it is from this far away without being on the battlefield itself and like feeling the energy around it, you can't really easily discern anything. I mean, there are in different sections of the city, but that's about all you notice.
I mean, they seem like dragons, but there's also lots of targets out there. I know, dragons just another one to add to the list. If there's hundreds of easy ones, I'm going to pick them off first.
Yeah, it kind of makes sense. Dragons also don't want other dragons fucking with their shit. Either way, this is a problem.
Do we know how many in total there are?
Well, according to everyone else, one. But these are like dragon elementals. They're not regular dragons. Is there any reason that elementals would be crossing over?
Because they're hungry? I don't know.
As everyone knows, there are no good bark trees in the elemental plane of fire.
I mean, yeah. Just rolling hit dice. All right. So, as I stated, you all may take a short rest.
So, did the thing about because I saw it in my notes, Arbiter, born of scale and element. Is that the name of the big dragon?
Oh, Aratir?
Yeah.
Can you spell it for me?
Tritire.
Yes, that is its title.
Okay.
It is born of scale and fire. So.
So you're gonna tell the general that?
Well, first off,
Yeah,
the lieutenant comes back after you all short rest. Roll hit dice, Sebastian, if you want.
Yeah.
He comes running back over towards your tent. All right. So, we can't give you all of the potions that we have, obviously. But we have these, and he hands you 6 potions in total. 4 simple, 2 greater. And the general already said that is not going to come out of your pay.
Nice.
Yes. What's that? He looks behind him. A moment after he looks behind him, you all hear this earth-shattering whistle. I need a con save from all of you.
Jeez.
I'm assuming the tent does not prove much noise suppression.
Not enough, no. The building would, but not the tent.
I assume we're in Sebastian's order.
Absolutely, yeah.
I'm not.
Absolutely, you're right.
Why?
Okay, all of you are successful. You hear this ear-shattering, piercing high pitch and then feel a large gust of wind shove through this area, but a moment later, the high-pitched ringing subsides. And all of you are fine, but you see many of the people around here are yelling and screaming as if they can't hear right now. The lieutenant, though, just... Mop. Okay, alright, we're good. We're good. Okay. I was just about to say, they're close to taking out the wind one. Apparently that happens. Mop.
Yeah, give me those potions before you break them.
He hands you the potions.
Yeah,
Around this time, Moose, you're done healing and come running back, I guess.
I'm just going to like run back, and with like the bag of holding as my backpack, I'm just like sticking a hand in, action, potion of greater healing. I forgot I had this.
Jackass.
And I'm gonna stick it back in. So we have 2 graders in the inventory already.
We do?
Yeah.
Split up for one of each then, for everyone.
Yeah. Makes sense.
So we're all going to divvy it out. So it's one of each.
Yep, everyone has one basic and one greater.
I'll remove the 2 graders from the backpack. Save changes. Ooh, I have an idea actually. As I kind of just like leave one of the graders with them and take a normal with me.
Mhm.
I'm going to. No, we're currently in like the supply area, right?
No, you're in like the barracks area inside of the walls to the actual Morian estate, the noble home.
Okay, so I'm gonna run back to the general's table, or the war table, so to speak.
Yep. You slam it open and you see Kato is arguing relentlessly with the Southern generals' arguments.
I'm going to trot up and climb up onto the table itself.
You are such a Welcome back.
Sorry, I have a supply thing for you. We've been holding on to this for a while, and I'm gonna start pulling out cold resistance potions. The water one's still alive, right?
Yeah.
I suppose this is a good favor, right?
The water one just fled. It moved
Ah.
into the it moved over towards the inner northwest beaches and dove into the waters. We're trying to gather up a fleet to go after it. Well, someone's trying to gather up a fleet to go after it. We must keep pressing the advantage that we have upon it. We need to rebuild, restructure, and get our infrastructure fixed before any of that.
Oh,
we need to defend.
Would you mind me being a bit rude? And I'm looking at the Southern General.
You
That's-
may not address me. Yeah, say whatever you want.
That seems like a horribly stupid idea, considering this is an elemental water creature that you're chasing into the water. I believe that it could literally lift up your boat and turn it upside down.
He looks down. Yup, you didn't even fucking think of it.
I'm sorry if that seemed a bit rude, but
No, you
I,
brought up a fantastic point. Thank you. What was your name?
Oh, Moose.
Thank you, Moose.
Yep, no problem. I can give you like a couple of these if you guys need it, but if it's leaving right now.
If they are so insistent on playing hero here, why don't we send them after it instead, General?
Again, that seems like a stupid idea. We might be being nice here, but we're not suicidal. At least not all of us. We would love to help, but diving into a lake of fire to fight a fire thing isn't the best idea, is it?
Of course not. Fire hurts you. But our navy is adapted to the surrounding location, and we know this waters better than anybody else. We've been protecting it for generations.
Ever picked you up? And
We have
tossed you
dealt with
500
water
feet?
elementals before.
How did that go?
We learned to adapt, gained experience from it, and then found their weaknesses and flaws, which is what we must be pursuing right now. The water one has to have some type of weakness. What's the opposite of fucking water? Haven't the
Fire,
foggiest.
lightning is conducted in water.
He just looks over at you as you're speaking and like, you know, I have noticed lightning definitely hurts more when you're in water.
Hmm.
You know what? He brings up a good point. Reconnaissance mission. You and your group. We'll give you a keel for that side of the beaches to bring out there. You see what you can find out about it. If you feel safe and confident in confronting it, do so. keep the potions on you, at least one for each of you, alright?
I'm sorry, I just looked over. Are you talking about the idiot?
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna look at the rest of them. You know, it was a bit of a point that did not sit right with most of us. I can't. I have sensitive hearing. I can hear a lot of things. I do try and keep some things a secret. These things don't work together. At least don't like each other. Some asked to kill the other. The big one, the big fire one, asked us to kill other variants of these elemental dragon thingies if we saw them. It also said that it would know if we didn't.
Well, that finishes it. The argument's over. We are defending Morian with our fleet. We will commission adventurers in groups to chase after the other ones. Oh. Moose, bring me back to your ranks. Or companions.
Yep,
This guy's been in the military way too long. General, I think you are making a very grave mistake. Fine, it's my mistake to make then. Shut your fucking mouth and follow orders.
I'm going to pick up a. I'm going to assume that this person has like a handkerchief somewhere.
Oh, absolutely. He has an ascot.
I'm going to mage hand the ascot out of it from around him and slap him with it.
Roll me a sleight of hand.
Come on, not 20. Oh, fuck.
Oh, he watches you wave your hand and like holds it down as it's doing it.
If only I weren't this
Anyways.
small, I'd smack you myself as I leave.
Yep. And you have to walk pretty briskly to keep up with Kato. He seems to be marching at a very quickened pace as he's like muttering under his breath. Stupid fucking idiots, always trying to become the heroes. Goddamn fools. People are more important than your fucking ego, you asshole.
You know, they really do seem like hypocrites, aren't they?
He looks down at you. Excuse me? Sorry, I was in my own little world.
Oh, you were saying, you know what, I think you understand. And I'm just like smiling a bit, just staring.
As you're
And-
walking, he like slows down a little bit. The younger generation doesn't remember the war on the gods. They'll remember everything that transpired, and because of the brash leadership that was around all of these parts, how many people had to die for something as trivial as ego.
You know, it's been about 4 generations since my species ever came here. And most of the things that I learned is that y'all put a lot of emphasis on the past.
You gotta learn from it. If you don't, it'll just repeat itself. Sorry, I forgot your name was trivial for a second. It matched what he was saying.
I should really
No
tell
worries,
somebody
that's part of why I chose the name.
It always brings your attention in. What is?
that.
All of them are
Eh.
fucking idiots, you know? I don't know about your people, but if you have somebody with tenure, with experience, do you at least listen to them?
Well, here's the thing. My species only lives about 10 years. So, like, tenure and experience kind of synonymous with wheelchairs.
No. Guess I'm just
Pardon?
old-fashioned.
No, it's never wrong to be old-fashioned when it saves lives.
You know, He lowers his voice. Thank you. At this
I
point,
am
he
here to help.
opens. At this point, he opens up the tent with Moose following right beside him. Alrighty. All of you, I figured out your mission.
All right.
You all are going to be responsible for tracking down the water one that went over to the Morian Bay. You track it down, you learn what you can from it. It seems far stronger and difficult to hunt than the other ones. But you get your information, you do your reconnaissance, and you come back safe. If you think you can take it, I leave that call in your hands.
All right.
But by the looks, you all need to rest the fuck up.
Yeah.
All right.
But while we've been resting, I checked my journal about that big dragon that we were talking about. It's kind of vague, but it just says big dragon ate a tree, said his name was Arater, born of scale and element, and we're supposed to kill elemental dragons or he'll know. Then it says I went to a general store and bought a flask.
Well, I hope it was a good flask.
It's been good, yeah. But
he takes out a flask and tosses it over to you, Sebastian.
Nice.
This is... Actually, roll me a history check, because you're actually good at this. You know things about the Morian military.
Well, you say that.
You know things, like...
I know things. Oh,
every time you roll it, you know things, dude. Like, come on. So 16. This flask that he handed to you is a commemorative item for anybody who ranks into the military to rank of general. It's always very honorific to give it to them, and it's kind of like an inside joke between all of the Navy that, now that you're at this rank, you're gonna need a hefty drink. They're supposed to be endless flasks.
It's a nice flask.
Well, enjoyed sipping it, at least for the evening.
Oh, sweet.
He sits down on one of the footlockers, probably Casimir's. All right, no. Tell me literally everything you know. Everything, every small detail, every tiny, insignificant aspect of these dragons and your encounters with them. All right?
Wild as a baby, intelligence as an adult. All those other more mythical creatures, I could say. Seem to be herbivores. That's to some degree. They ate a charred piece of bark. Like ate it, like not just gnawed on it. Just yeah.
Did it look like it was eating it out of need for nourishment, or more like a kindling to its fire? Roll me a nature
that is
check,
a good
Moose.
theory.
That's a good point.
Nature check. 22. Dun, 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 dun.
All right. Thank you for the introduction.
Sorry, it's just funny every time.
Yeah, that's fair. 22. So you did notice the massive dragon, the adult one. its embers were a bit more dull before it ate the tree. And then they all seemed to get much, much brighter. Which would attest to the theory of kindling for it.
That's a very
Kind of like
that's a
fuel
very,
for the flames.
I'm gonna say that's a very smart statement, sir. It seems correct if my memory does serve me correct. It was dull before eating it, so. And the fire was dull before eating it. And as I'm saying this, I'm handing out like a cold resistance potion to every party member.
All right, so everybody in the party add a potion of ice resistance to your character sheet, okay?
And you said the water one flew out to the ocean.
Yeah.
Sounds bad.
Yup. Which is why we need some reconnaissance so we can learn about our enemy. It's a good philosophy that lightning might be its bane, or possibly fire. One or the other, right?
If we're going to hunt this thing, have you got anything to help us breathe in the water?
I think we're currently doing a reconnaissance, but yes.
I can look into finding you something for it. Our military has deep pockets right now, and if it is for this mission, I could supply you potentially each with a potion. But that's
actually,
gonna be difficult. Yeah? Spellcasters?
Yep. I'm going to look it over. Ooh. Give me a day, I'll whip up something. It'll only last us a day, but it will help us. Sorry. I'm an artificer. I make stuff.
Art of water?
Magical engineer.
You're a tinkerer.
Tinker, that works too.
Oh,
I could
nice,
make us
nice.
a potion that helps them all breathe underwater.
Good. I mean, if that's, your capability, if we don't need to supply that for you, I mean, that would have been a couple of days for me to wrangle those things up. They're a little difficult.
I mean, the sooner the better.
Absolutely. So, you all are good without that. Are you all good taking this mission on? It's going to be difficult.
I think so. We can
Yeah, let's do
get some
it.
information.
Fantastic.
If this does go over well, could I wrangle a spot and some help for the project afterwards?
Whatever assistance you need.
That would be much appreciated.
Yep. Just be sure anything you do goes through me, all right? Not all of the generals are so open-minded, let's say.
Not every general allows a man to punch another general in the face and not get away with it.
Well, I said if he did it again, he'd have to go to jail.
But
Yeah.
once,
Minimal sentence, of course, We'd make sure we give you a soft pillow.
I think that's more than he would give.
Yeah. Well, he fucking deserved it. The guy was acting like a jackass.
Hell yeah.
No one's ever questioning the jackassness of his actions.
Wow. Nah, like I said, I'm old school. Talk shit, get slapped. That's simple. What he said was fucking stupid and disrespectful to all of Morian. If we unleashed any amount of firepower into this city and killed anybody, it's unacceptable.
Kind of just seems like shooting your own foot for stubbing your toe.
Well, yeah.
I'm learning I look back at Sebastian. I'm learning idioms.
Nice.
Trivial, do you say that out loud?
Absolutely.
All right. So say it.
Old school bridge burner.
Yeah. Retired. But yeah. Swear to
I'm not
God,
retired yet.
Good for you. Next time you come into this encampment, if, or any of the Morian military, flash your colors. They'll let you in.
Will do.
I've made sure that stipulation was always going to be very clear. Bridge burners who are looking for work will always be accepted in the Morian military, so long as I have a spot here.
That's good to know.
Oh, you wouldn't possibly have a spare emergency tent. I mean, like the field hospital type.
We're using all of them.
Yeah, that's why I asked. I'm not gonna steal one.
Right, but I'm just, we got all of them from Marquise, and, I
think what he's saying, Moose, is that there aren't any spare ones. They're all in use right now.
Oh, I got that.
Unless you can go talk to Marquise. I mean, he kind of holds out on us sometimes until we pay the dues at the end of the month.
Seems like bad business practice to let people die.
Well, typically speaking, shit like this doesn't happen. I mean, we haven't had a situation this bad since the actual war.
That's fair. Hey.
Yeah. If you're looking for a spare one, he lives here on the estate. You see that, and he walks out of the tent and points. You see that small little outhouse-looking building that has all of the pretty ivory and colorful banners all around it? Yeah, that's his house.
I just thought that was a noble latrine. Moose looks at him with all seriousness.
Yeah. Oh. What he does in there is his own damn business, eh?
Well, it would have been a pleasure talking to you if not for the circumstances.
You all as well. But
I think
rest up. Rest up. You'll see the Sea's wreckage is going to be positioned over on the docks for you. All right?
All right.
Do you need
one last
crew?
We're pretty good at handling it ourselves.
All right.
How big's the ship?
It's a keelboat.
All right, I think we can handle that.
But one last thing, I need a platinum ring for all of us. It's for a spell.
Fuck. I mean, I can ask a jeweler. We have platinum.
Well, everybody's evacuated from the city, right? So I couldn't go and find someone in the city.
Well, the jeweler might be outside. We can just walk around and start shouting for a jeweler or something. But I mean, I could do that for you. I mean, he pulls out a bag. I have platinum. I could pay you. Just, yeah.
Well, it's just the spell needs the people involved to be wearing a platinum ring.
All right, I'll go ask a jeweler then. We'll be back.
Cool.
And he takes 2 steps away and goes, Lieutenant Dans! Yes, sir? Go find us a jeweler who can do some work immediately. Yes, sir? And this dude's been running nonstop this entire time.
I'm just gonna shout at him, "You can do it!"
Use your legs.
If he's making a con save.
But anyways, about
Is he making
15
a
minutes. No, he isn't. He's military. He's used to this. This is his life. 15 minutes later, that's why they have you run so much. Is so when you need to, it's fine. But 15 minutes later, you all get a knock on your tent. Hello?
Hey.
And you see a little squirrely looking halfling that has, the one eye fixated on all of you, and the other one seems to be scanning each of you, moving independently. You need some help?
Yeah, yeah. I need some platinum rings made, or if you have them already, one for each of us, and one
two,
for my
three, four.
horse.
A ring for your horse. Hey, hey.
It's, you know,
That is amazing.
yeah. That's why he gets one.
This is not a courting ritual.
Yep. Okay. Sure.
I believe that
sure.
my comment made things worse, didn't it?
Little bit, yeah. The general gave me some platinum pieces for you all, but I wasn't aware that there'd be a horse. I need about
I just
5
need,
more
like
pieces.
I can give you that.
You have 5 pieces of platinum on you?
Yeah, I do.
All right, cool. Yeah. And he holds out a pouch that has like 15 pieces of platinum in it.
All right. So then I'll give him 5 pieces. Just make it into like a link of his like bridle or something.
Right. No problem. And he takes that and goes over inside of your tent and sits down and pulls out a very small tinkerer's kit that he had wrapped up in a pouch and begins boiling or starting to melt the platinum pieces. And yeah, now it's all of you and him sitting in here, so now you're no longer by yourselves.
Be great, guys. I got this thing I can do where for wearing the rings I can like make someone immune to half damage, but like I take the other half of the damage as long as you're within like 60 feet of me.
That is just warding bond.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. Yeah.
But I don't know what it's called.
Yeah. You can just do it.
It's just this thing. It's in the sacred preachings of my religion. Came to me in a dream.
But anyways, the evening goes on and there's a handful of other freelance or professional adventurers who move into your tent, though the bulk of them aren't looking nearly as rough as any of you, and there's already starting to be some rumors, moving around about your group since you were the first ones here. You hear one of the groups are saying, like, apparently you're all related to one of the generals, and that's why you're getting certain special missions and all this special treatment while other people are suffering. And other people are saying, like, no, they were a part of the evacuation detail, and they volunteered to do that. And one of the people is actually going, dude, they killed that fucking fire one, so shut your mouths. Like, it's all these different rumors spreading around you. As one of
them says says that we're related to one of the generals, I look them directly in the eye, just like, who am I related to?
Not you, just one of you. Oh no, the pretty one.
I point at Sebastian. The fuck do you think he's related to that prissy one?
Oh, the pretty one. And you look between Sebastian, Trivial, and Casimir. It's just...
They all just look like pink fleshy things.
Hey, I'm Gray.
Okay, you're a gray fleshy thing.
Sebastian's tan, bro. Come on. He's like Jersey Shore quality.
Oh, Trivial's shiny.
And Moose is colorblind. So,
hold on, I actually got to look that up.
I think mice are nearly blind, like as a general thing. They only have like.
I've already searched up are mice colorblind.
Yeah, they're pretty much just blind. Like, it's their whiskers that keep them alive, whiskers and tail. But anyways, after about 6 hours in the middle of your sleep, each of you are woken up and given a small platinum ring by the halfling. All right, there you go. All right, there you go. All right, there you go. Yep.
I look at the circlet he gave me.
Oh no, he made it size appropriate for you.
Is it legitimately just like a bead?
Yeah, but it fits you. He's really good. He's small himself. He knows how to do this.
That's fair.
Yeah. Halfling with nimble fingers, man. And then he goes out to Hay, and Hay's like, "Hey, what are you doing back there?" "Oh, okay."
Oh god, he attached it to the butt end.
No, it's just bridal.
But anyways, you all continue, and after a few moments, not moments, sorry. After a few more hours, you all successfully receive your long rest. Go ahead and take it. Do your reset. Everybody long resting?
Yep.
Yep.
In the morning, bright and early, you all hear as the soreness from the previous day is waning against your body, but you're better?
Oh man.
Hello, everybody. So,
Sorry to interrupt. I misclicked and I prepared water walking instead of water breathing, and almost didn't catch that.
It's almost as good.
Yeah, both of them preferably.
Maybe that means we can just stand on the surface of this dragon, no matter what direction it's going.
We
Gravitational
will
pull
need to
be
fight
damned.
it on the water at some point, so it is bound to be useful.
So, all of you, you see the general standing there who's wearing his, armaments, and he looks to be much more well put together. The city's already being fixed up as best as possible right now. Damage in the outer walls is significant, but we are recovering, and I was here to see you off. We have a first mate for you. Assuming one of you can be a captain. One of you can't be a captain, they'll be the captain.
I can be the captain.
Know how to sail a boat, son?
Hell yeah.
Very good. All right, then. We have a first mate for you. He'll just be responsible for keeping watch on everything and doing whatever you need from him. Don't worry, he's a full-blooded elf, so whatever you need him to do, he doesn't need much sleep.
Cool. What's his name?
His name's Felix.
Out of character. God damn it. Okay, yep, that's the only confirmation I need.
Yep.
God damn it.
Felix, meet the crew you'll be working with. And you all watch as a very ugly, very pale-faced looking, not typical elf, not exactly drow, maybe something different, steps forward and looks at you all.
Hello, everybody. Pleasure to work with you.
Then he looks over at you, Trivial, and then looks down immediately.
Anything you need, Your Highness, just tell me and I'll do it.
Felix, he's your boss. Points at Sebastian.
That doesn't make any sense.
I told you that's not how things work over here, all right? It's everybody is equal, okay?
Yeah, it makes no sense. No.
Answer to him.
Yeah, okay. Hey.
Hi there, Felix. And I go up to and stick my hand out.
Oh, hi.
Reaches down and shakes your hand.
Oh, wow. That's really soft.
I thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll be our first mate. That's nice.
Yeah.
Actually, I need to say something. I look over at I almost said Khan. Keita. Keita. Like in one moment of not speaking to the guy, and I'm suddenly forgetting.
Kaito. Kaito. Yeah, Kaito.
In Icelandic, you call that Kaito.
That's fine.
I look over Kaito. For what it's worth, that tree, the trees that grew out of the ground were really quick growers, right? So it was like the time frame I got was 5 minutes.
Right.
Besides the constant watch, which would be not impractical but hard to do, might I suggest just having some wizards whip up some scrying devices?
I can look into it. Whatever your suggestion is, I can definitely look into it.
Scrying system, like you basically you put an object that people are familiar with in a certain area,
Mm-hmm.
ask the wizard to scry on that and subsequently the rest of the area. Put that in the places where you can't supply enough guardsmen. Voila, you have a periodic view into the area around the device.
That's really smart. Yeah, we'll talk to Marquise about that for sure.
Yeah.
Here to help.
Thank you.
This is gonna be fantastic. You said, Boss Man said this is, nearing a suicide mission, right? Eh.
For some of us.
Oh,
don't
don't be
like
so
them.
hard on yourself.
He pats you on the chest, Sebastian.
Oh, by the way, in case you fight the thing, judging from the fact that it's probably going to breathe literal frost water on you, and I hold up the cold resistance potion.
Right, right. If the thing looks like it's gonna breathe on us, shove it down one of your throats. Thank you.
And he like puts it
Or
into
yours.
one.
Yeah, I guess I could do that too. Okay.
I just smile and like just look back. Huh, he's interesting.
He's interesting.
I don't know what's socially normal for you all.
Yeah.
Not that.
You're one to talk, Casimir.
I'm perfectly normal.
Hey, don't worry. It's yeah, you seem really. You're like the most normal person I've met since I've been here.
Quiet.
Oh, yes, sir.
So before
Sorry.
we go, since we're going on a ship again, I'm going to talk to like the stables or whatever of the estate and have them look after Hay's saddle, armor, and our cart.
Aw,
And I'll probably turn Hay into like a dolphin or something.
nice.
We'll figure that out later.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to do something, but hey,
Hey, hey, hey.
Yeah.
You'll
Exactly.
dismiss him very quickly. But anyways, that is definitely going to be arranged. And he walks in here, and you all notice that his right arm is like attached to a sling underneath his shirt, and he's not wearing any armor at all. He's just like bare naked, not bare naked. He's just very skinny, open shirt with like an incredibly large scar that stretches all the way across his neck, as well as 8 stamps over his lip, top and bottom, that seem to crisscross over them, and he has a ton of scars just across his face, body, chest, all of it.
Well, I guess we yeah. Let me get your things. Bags? Bags? Hey, bags.
No, my backpack is my house.
Here, I'll hand him my bag.
Oh,
My backpack full of random crap.
I live out of my bag too. I understand.
And he like takes your backpack and it like weighs into him.
Oh, fuck. Huh. That's big.
Looks at you, Casimir.
Bag?
No. I'll keep my own stuff.
And he like looks in your general direction, Trivial, but then dips his head down.
Ma'am, do you require me to take your bag?
I have the urge to out of
no,
character.
I'm fine, thank you.
I have the biggest urge out of character to start yelling out "simp."
I
Don't
mean,
say that.
Yeah. Oh no, we're not on Twitch. I won't get
Oh
banned.
yeah, that's right.
Roll an insight check, Moose.
Yeah, it was out of character. Carl doesn't need. Like out of character, I both understand the reasoning behind it, but
Right.
I'm still
So
gonna
anyways.
think it.
Moose, he's afraid of her.
What did you
And
do,
he doesn't-
Trivial?
He doesn't look afraid of anybody here. I mean, not for nothing. Sebastian's a badass, but he doesn't come across as terrifying until you get in a fight with him. Casimir is terrifying, and General K2 is terrifying. He's not afraid of any of them, just her.
Trivial, what did you do to him? Stare at him wrong?
It's just the way they are. Where he comes from, that's... He comes from a matriarchal society.
Oh.
May need bad.
You have queens
Matriarchal.
only.
Yeah, we got queens. You guys don't have a lot of queens. That's why I like Morian. You have a queen.
I believe the term is
Makes
empress.
sense. Oh, is that what she prefers to be called?
Yes,
Oh, yeah,
Empress is her title. Oh, I am so sorry. Please don't tell her.
Well, you're welcome to be afraid of me if you want to.
Thank you
fine
for your
with that.
permission.
Out of character, that would make
Not
one
gonna
of
bite.
them.
Shall I? She probably will.
You're the one who bites, not me.
Oh. Oh, you're one of those vampires, right? Nice.
Vampires. Not the other
Oh.
one.
Oh, you're
If I was the other one, you'd be dead.
Yeah. Well, hey, no hard feelings. If you need to eat, it's no problem.
Yeah, not you.
I can lose plenty of blood before I pass out. Trust me.
And then he takes Sebastian's bag only and begins leading, or no, not leading, hey, just walking towards the ships.
I'm very sorry. He's literally the only person who volunteered.
If we don't come
The more
back
the
with him,
merrier.
is that okay?
That is... Don't kill him, you know? Boy.
I never said that.
I think he was simply asking, do we need to make special effort to keep him alive?
I mean... He's
We always try to
apparently...
keep everybody alive.
Well,
of
I mean,
course.
we're going into a dangerous situation. Do we need that one extra headache?
He survived being in the area with the water one for a period of time. Before
So he's
leaving.
able to hold his own, more or less.
I'm not sure about that. They said he just didn't get hit.
Okay. I guess we'll see.
And I'm
Yeah,
also
that's
just
a
putting it
catch,
out there. Our luck with crew has not been the best.
Well, do your best to keep him alive, but if anything happens, you know, he volunteered for the mission. And he's getting equal pay as all of you, so.
I'm assuming it's going
Alright.
to take a while to get to the area it fled to, right?
well, fled into the ocean, so you'll be there quickly. Tracking it down might be another thing, so... We scheduled you to have these maps, and he throws a, Felix already has the maps with him. We found 5 of them for the local area and the surrounding territory, as well as names of the different groups that you can find out there as well. So...
Nice.
That's very nice.
Anything we can do to help, and, when you get this information, do you have a, means to communicate back with us? Take that as a no. All right, yeah?
I can't, no.
No problem.
I
no
can't make an airplane that long.
problem.
Do
He
you have
reaches...
sending stones we can use?
He reaches into a pouch and pulls out a sending stone.
It's matched to mine, so here you go. So once
Thank
per
you.
day, can talk directly to me, 25 words or less. That's it. But it
Thank you
opens
very
up the
much.
connection between the two of them, so you don't have to say all 25. You can just go like, hey, and then I'll say hi, and you go, how are you?
But it's just a rock.
25 words per day.
For the instance that you use it.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, once you activate it, you only have like a minute. So, keep it short, informative, and, best of luck to all of you. Thank you again. And, in case you all don't come back, is there a state you would like me to send your funds to?
Mine can go towards the bridge burners.
Very well.
Moose was just gonna say, less of an estate and more of a favor. My people's home situation isn't always going to be stable. Maybe like a what's the word you use? Recommendation. When one of my people comes here.
We can open up a diplomatic building for any of your people if they need that.
Just someplace to
The mouse
squat.
guys can be welcome here, no problem.
I look straight at Sebastian.
What? That's really good news.
Okay, whatever. It's mouse folk.
Mouse foot. Oh, I'll change my report then. Sorry. I didn't
Yeah,
mean any disrespect. I took what I got from the tenant.
No, I'm pretty sure the
Lieutenant
Sebastian
Burns!
supply.
Yeah.
I'm going to look back. I'm pretty sure Sebastian.
He
He's
fed me bad information again, I swear to God.
I'm going to look at Lieutenant Dan. I am so sorry.
Dan's. But yeah.
Didn't
What,
hear an
mouse
S
folk,
when you
mouse
said it.
guys. Yeah, potato.
Yeah. Alrighty, yeah. I mean, we'll open up a if you don't come back, we'll use the money to that we're trusting to you to construct a diplomatic building for them. Safe haven. For any
That's a
that
good
travel
word for
through
it.
here. Yeah, yeah.
I do plan on coming back, but plans.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And I assume you already talked to Trivial about your pay rates, then. It's typical for bridge burners for this type of job.
Yes.
Very well. Well then, you'll be escorted by Lieutenant Dans over to your vessel, and may the gods be in your favor.
And everybody, as you walk badassly towards the rising sun over towards the shoreline, I think that's where we're going to call the session, everybody.
Oh shit! I forgot my
Players.
diamond.
Thank you all very much for playing. Viewers, thank you very much for watching. I hope you all had a fantastic time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and maybe become an NPC lover, and we will see you all next time. Goodbye.